gentlemen, boys and girls, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. It's season 3. Of Who Are We?
That kind of podcast?
Thank you. So season 3, episode 1. So at least we don't have to worry about which episode we're at. We're at 1.
In our new studio. Ta-da!
With our new
backdrop.
And a special thanks to Snoring Bear for this amazing woodworking thing. And we actually have some emotional support water bottles from our dear friend Richard Cusick.
Yes.
We don't go anywhere without them. So
we don't.
Thanks. So man, we've only not done this for 2 months? We took about a 2-month break, which we really needed because holy shit, a lot has happened.
A whole lot.
Seriously.
Yeah.
So do we want to update people about what's going on in our lives?
I guess, yeah, sure.
Okay. So thankfully, Dia has finally joined the dark side and has come back to Keller Williams with me. We have actually joined a team of some rock star individuals that are allowing us to really
bloom as agents.
Bloom. I like that.
I thought so.
Yeah.
In our areas of expertise.
Yeah.
Your short sales, my transaction coordinating. They've kind of given us the opportunity to run free reign.
So this is the first time. So Dia and I have known each other for about 8 years. It's the first time we've been on the same team together. So that's kind of exciting.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And look, we didn't even call each other, and we're both wearing red.
We're matching?
Yeah, we're kind of opposites. I've got the light jacket, you've got the light shirt.
Man, we're just on the same wavelength. That's perfect.
We are. We got on the same team, we got in the same brokerage, and now we're...
Man, we're just thinking. We're sharing an office too, which is a lot of fun. I think we need to apologize to our neighbors because it was bad enough when we were running the podcast out of the office, and now we're together. So
yeah, what you see on the podcast is probably us at 50%.
25. Yeah. So okay, so I wanted to do something fun today.
Okay, let's do it. Let's kick it off with.
Well, let's kick it off with something fun. So we're not going to do true murder, true crime. Okay. We're going to talk about last meals.
Last meals. Like death row last meals?
Death row last meals.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So what would you do?
Everything. I know. I eat everything.
I know. But if you knew that you were going to die, what would be your last? You'd be like, dude, I want...
It'd have to involve cheesecake.
Okay.
Probably a steak or something like that. I don't know. What would you do?
Surprisingly, I have thought about this.
Okay. I'm not surprised.
I'm not quite sure what I would do. I think a steak would be involved. I think maybe some shrimp. Cheesecake would be a special nod to the Golden Girls. I don't know, but wait till you hear some of these.
Okay, maybe I'll find inspiration.
You will. Okay.
Maybe I don't ever have to worry about this being an issue.
Let's hope not. Weirder things have happened.
That's true. Especially in the last month.
And we are sharing an office, so God only knows. I'm going to come in one day and you'll just be like, just bring a shovel. I'll be like, okay.
No, don't put that on the record.
That's exactly. Never mind. That will never happen. No.
No.
All right. So we're going to start with Timothy McVeigh.
Okay.
The good old Oklahoma City bomber. And I have to say, so I was downtown Oklahoma City not too long ago. And I was actually, maybe I'm the only one that drives through downtown. Maybe I'm just morbid. But it is claustrophobic down there. I cannot even imagine when this happened. So he, of course, bombed the federal building, 168 counts of murder. So his last meal was 2 pints of mint chocolate chip ice cream. So I think I would want something more than ice cream.
I don't know, but...
you go out with style.
It's ice cream. I do love ice cream.
Yeah.
2 pints, though.
It's only 2 Ben and Jerry's.
But why not take a gallon and just do what you can with a gallon?
Yeah. See, that's one of those things that...
It's not like you're going to get a stomachache after.
That's one of those things that you get, you'll eat and you'll be like, now I need something savory. I can't do that without, now I need a steak. I should ask for a steak.
Oh, I do have a question.
Yes.
I've never actually thought about this before. Are you limited on your time?
So I don't know about time. I know that some states, it all kind of depends by states. And there's somebody in here that I'll show you why there's actually a budget for some states. There's a budget, and this jacknut ruined it for everybody. So when I get to him, you'll be like, he was just a creep all around. Usually it happens a day or two before, so I think they do allow a certain amount of time for them to enjoy, but I imagine it's just a couple hours.
Okay.
I can't imagine it's like a whole day long thing.
Because I guess that would be the other thing is I totally understand all the ice cream in the world, but you're right. After you're done, at a certain point, you'd be like...
Well, and then there's, and we can really delve into, there's a Ted Bundy movie that came out probably 10, 15 years ago. And it was very graphic about what the body has to go through in order to get ready to be executed. Mm-hmm. Like they have to evacuate things and so I'm sure there's some funky stuff there going on. So I'm sure they have some things they have to clean up. So they're cautious about letting them eat too close to the time frame. Yeah.
Way to handle that well. Good job.
Okay, so then we got Adolf Eichmann, and he was a key organizer of the Holocaust. He requested a bottle of red wine.
Fuck that.
Yeah, no, that's kind of what I am. John Wayne Gacy.
No, fuck him.
Well, yeah, and that's, so we're just going to say, we can just say fuck them, all of them, but...
I might.
It
makes me feel better.
Yeah. So murdered 33 young men and boys, often while dressed as a clown. He wanted 12 fried shrimp, a bucket of KFC fried chicken, and if you remember, he was actually the manager of a KFC. So French fries and a pound of strawberries. He was never told whether or not the chicken was actually KFC. I mean, I think that's hilarious. I'd be like, Popeyes, little Church's action. You want KFC? Screw you.
What's he gonna do? Write a letter and complain?
Well, just wait.
Okay,
so next we have Eileen Wuornos. She's a former sex worker who was charged with 6 counts of murder. This one was that was a hard one. I mean, did you see Monster?
I didn't see it, but I know her story, and it's kind of like one of those, okay, you shouldn't kill people.
Yeah.
But?
Yeah, no, you shouldn't. I mean, it went off the rails, but I think it started from a place. Mm-hmm. So she actually refused to eat her meal because of the fact that she wanted to protest how people were treated in prison. So instead, she just had a cup of black coffee. I mean, that's kind of like, go crazy.
I get it, but also don't kill people, and then you don't have to worry about your last meal in prison.
Okay, so Ted Bundy. He was given the death penalty for 3 counts of murder, but by the time he confessed, he was executed, he had confessed to over 30 rapes and murders. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, exactly. So he was given the standard last meal. He didn't request anything special. This was the standard last meal, and it was a steak done medium rare, eggs over easy, toast with butter and jelly, coffee, juice, and hash browns. He didn't eat a single bite.
Oh.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I tell you what, some days toast and butter is like the best thing ever.
It really is. It really is. I went through a stage where it was like, that was just toasted butter. Just perfectly melted. Perfect. Did you ever do fairy cakes? They're called fairy cakes.
I've never tried them.
That was like my mom's thing. She loved that. Toasted butter and then round little sprinkles.
Yeah.
Yeah. For some reason, she loved that.
No.
Okay. Delbert Teague Jr. He was described by prosecutors as a one-man slaughterhouse because of how violent he was to his victims. He refused to eat his last meal of a cheeseburger until his mom came and yelled at him. And then he proceeded to eat it.
All right. He obviously has some issues.
And mama's boy till the end. Yeah. Marion Albert Pruitt. He was in witness protection. Mm-hmm. And while he was in witness protection, he decided to take that new identity and kill 5 people, including his wife.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. He claimed it was because of his addiction to cocaine.
Coke, man.
Yeah, I'm telling you. His last meal, he thought about having roast duck, but he was thinking they probably wouldn't make that for him. So instead, he opted for a Pizza Hut stuffed crust, 4 Burger King Whoppers, French fries, fried squash, fried eggplant, fried okra, and a whole pecan pie. And of course, 2 liters of Pepsi. So I would have to say a Pizza Hut stuffed crust pizza would have to be on there. On my list.
Okay. I'm kind of on the fried okra.
Yeah.
I totally get the fried okra. And the pecan pie, yes. But here's my issue with the pecan pie. If it's not a good pecan pie.
Yeah.
And how disappointing would that be? That's your last meal and it's like, ooh.
See, that's how I am about Pizza Hut. Like, I crave Pizza Hut and then I get it and I'm like, oh, what the fuck was I thinking?
Yeah, it's not as good as
it's
in
not
your
as
head.
good.
Yeah.
So I would have to have I'd be like, give me 2 pieces of stuffed crust.
Yeah.
Because any more would just be bad.
What's it gonna matter?
Okay, Robert Alton Harris
Okay.
was executed at San Quentin State Prison in 1992 for killing 2 teenage boys in 1978. Okay. This was the first execution in California since 1967. He requested a last meal of 21-piece bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken. I don't know why. I mean,
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Popeyes is so much better.
I haven't had Popeyes.
Do you like Kentucky Fried Chicken? Indifferent.
Yeah.
Yeah, my husband likes chicken, but yeah, no, I'm a Popeyes girl, I think.
Okay, we need to have a taste off.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome. 2 large Domino's pizzas with no anchovies.
Oh, Domino's this time.
Yep. A bag of jelly beans, a 6-pack of Pepsi, and a pack of Camel cigarettes. In lieu of the Domino's, he was given Tombstone pizzas.
They couldn't even get the $5 Domino's pizza. They had to get...
See, I mean, that's like one of those, I'm like, this fucker doesn't deserve Domino's. He's getting Tombstone. How about a Totino's?
I actually like those.
I love those. I do too. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Okay, so Thomas Grasso, he strangled an 87-year-old woman with her Christmas lights on Christmas Eve in 1990. Yeah. And then he proceeded to kill an 81-year-old man and stole his Social Security checks. So he right now, I mean, I'm sorry, that just... His final meal was 2 dozen steamed mussels, 2 dozen steamed clams, half a dozen barbecue spare ribs, a double cheeseburger from Burger King. Really? You're going to get a double cheeseburger from... You're not going to get a Whopper? Whatever. Half a pumpkin pie.
I'm so sorry that offended you.
Out of everything, it just...
Out of everything. I was thinking, you've got steamed ribs, mussels, all of this, and then Burger King.
This is the guy. He's half a pumpkin pie with whipped cream and strawberries, 2 strawberry milkshakes, and a 16-ounce can of SpaghettiOs served at room temperature. In one of the 4 press releases he released before his death, he actually said, I did not get my SpaghettiOs. I got spaghetti, and I thought you needed to know that. So they provided him with spaghetti instead of SpaghettiOs, and he had to complain. I mean,
rude.
What a douche.
He thought we needed to know that? Do we care?
No, apparently they think we do.
No, I don't care.
Well, I guess we care in a little ways because we find it so interesting. Because there's a godly amount of websites that focus on. I mean, it wasn't just 1 or 2 websites. It was hundreds of websites I went through to get all these. Yeah.
Okay, but he's the one with the steamed mussels and all of that.
And SpaghettiOs.
And SpaghettiOs.
Some good old-fashioned spaghetti would have been amazing, but no, he had SpaghettiOs.
That might have to go on my list, too. A good lasagna.
Oh, yeah. That would be good.
All right.
Okay, Ruth Schneider. She had made 7 attempts to kill her emotionally and physically abusive husband, Albert. She was finally successful when when the man that she was having an affair with ended up strangling him and stuffing his nose full of chloroform. So, success.
Okay.
They staged his death to look like part of a burglary, but they ended up getting caught and sentenced to death. Before she was put to death in the electric chair, her last meal was chicken parmesan with Alfredo pasta, ice cream, 2 milkshakes, and a 12-pack of grape soda.
That actually sounds kind of good.
Yeah?
I'm glad we just ate.
Yes, it's true. The Taco Bell.
The Taco
Danny Rawlings, a.k.a. the Gainesville Ripper, was a serial killer who was sentenced to death for killing 5 students in Florida in the 90s. He later confessed to committing a triple homicide in Louisiana, raping several of his victims and attempting to murder his father. Before Rawlings was executed by lethal injection, his last meal was butterfly shrimp, lobster tail, baked potato, strawberry cheesecake, and sweet tea.
What?
Which part?
I don't know. It just feels like lobster tail, mussel. I keep going back to the mussels, all this stuff, and they're eating better than.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm a little annoyed. I mean, it is definitely crab legs. I'd have crab legs.
They're a lot of work.
They are a lot of work.
But with all that work, maybe they delay the execution.
Hold on, Jenny. Hurry up. I need some more butter. Okay, Bruno Richard Hauptmann, which made me think of remember the like first season? It was
Pepper.
Thank you. Yes, yeah. That's exactly right. So he's interesting. I'm gonna have to like delve deeper into him.
Okay.
Because he was the one that murdered the Lindbergh baby and Lindbergh's wife. Was it Anne Morrow? I think Anne Morrow Lindbergh. He insisted he was innocent, but was convicted of first-degree murder and executed via electric chair in 1936. He requested celery, olives, buttered peas, chicken, French fries, cherries, and a slice of cake.
Basically the salad bar.
Yeah.
At the buffet.
Yeah, not even the good stuff.
No.
I mean, like, I don't know. I could do some damage to some black olives.
Ugh.
I love black olives.
You can have all my black olives.
Okay.
I'll order them for you and say,
Thank you.
send these to Jenny. Because if we're in there, we're probably in there together.
That's exactly right. You could just pop them over to me at my desk.
Yes.
Okay. William Bonin, the freeway killer. He was an American serial killer and sex offender. He raped, tortured, and murdered at least 21 young boys and men from May 1979 to June 1980. He was speculated to at least commit 15 more murders. He spent 14 years on death row before he was lethally injected in 1996. He had 2 pepperoni and sausage pizzas, 3 servings of chocolate ice cream.
Sounds good.
And 3 6-packs of Coca-Cola and Pepsi. 3 6-packs. 18 cans of Coke or Pepsi. That's too much.
That's
Can you imagine the burps?
Well, again, it wouldn't last too long.
That's true. Okay, Steven Anderson.
Do you think they give them heartburn medicine after this?
I don't know.
I mean, because think about all of this. Like, you have to have some heartburn after it. And if you say, hey, can I have some Tums? Are they like, no.
Yeah. This is true. I don't know. It's a thought. I don't know. I would be like, okay, here's the deal. You can have whatever you want to eat, but it's on you.
No,
you're
gonna
have
repercussions. Yeah. The consequences are yours.
And by the way, you have a toilet with no toilet paper.
You have your muscles then.
Yes. All right. So we got Steven Anderson, a serial killer known to have at least 8 victims, including an 81-year-old retired piano teacher.
He's
What?
The 8 victims. He didn't eat the victims. He had.
That was his last meal.
8 victims.
Oh goodness. He has at least 8 victims, including an 81-year-old retired piano teacher.
Oh,
I know. Why are they
assholes?
We need to leave the octogenarians alone.
We do.
Bastards. Okay.
I hope they gave him Popeyes instead of KFC or whatever.
Yeah. He broke into her house, cut her phone lines, shot her, and sat down at her kitchen to eat some noodles and fried eggs.
I hate to tell you, but IHOP has all this stuff for free.
That's exactly right.
Well, not for free, but you wouldn't have to
you don't have to kill somebody.
Yeah.
His meal was interrupted when the sheriff's deputy arrived at the scene. Before he was executed, he requested 2 grilled cheese sandwiches. Grilled cheese sandwiches on rye bread. That would be pretty good. A pint of cottage cheese, which I could eat cottage cheese. A hominy corn mixture. A slice of peach pie. Chocolate chip ice cream. And radishes.
Ew. Why? Why do you want to eat dirt right before?
He's
about to eat a lot of dirt.
There was actually, that was one that didn't make this cut, but there was a gentleman that requested just dirt to eat. So.
I would have given it to him and been like, yeah, you deserve that.
Would you like that with a spoon?
Yeah.
Okay. Ricky Ray Rector. Yeah. After killing a man in a restaurant, he was on the run for 3 days before he agreed to turn himself in. But unfortunately, before he did that, he actually shot a police officer and killed him. And then attempted suicide. It resulted in a self-induced lobotomy. But even though his mental state was so questionable, he went ahead and was put to death. He asked for steak, fried chicken, cherry Kool-Aid, and pecan pie. He ate everything but the pecan pie, and creepily, he told the guards he was saving that for later.
What would your response be as a guard? Like, I would be a terrible guard because I'd be like, ooh, ooh. Do you also need a to-go box?
Folds it up in a duck with
Here you go, buddy. You take that with you on your way
a
out.
little foil with the electric chair.
Yes. Maybe.
Yeah, it works. Okay. Lawrence Russell Brewer. Okay.
We got the finger.
This asshat.
All right.
This asshat was arrested for torturing and killing a 49-year-old handicapped black male in Jasper County, Texas. He and his associates drove to an isolated area where they beat him, tied him to a logging chain, and dragged him behind the pickup truck. So, I'm sorry, but he shouldn't even have a last meal. But for his last meal, he ordered one of the largest last meals ever of 2 chicken fried steaks with gravy, a triple meat bacon cheeseburger, a cheese omelet, fried okra, a pound of barbecued meat, half a loaf of white bread, 3 fajitas, a meat lover's pizza, 3 root beers, peanut butter fudge, and ice cream.
Okay, his last meal sounds amazing.
But then when the food showed up, the piece of shit said, "I'm not hungry."
Are you serious?
Yep. And so since he didn't eat any of his meals, it actually made the state of Texas do away with all of the last meals for inmates.
So Texas doesn't even have last meals?
That's at the time they decided to stop granting last meals.
Good
so
for
not
them.
only does this piece of shit do some horrific crime, he then blows last meals for everybody else. I mean, could you imagine? Be like,
I feel like Texas, though, was probably looking for a reason anyway. They probably saw this as an opportunity and they were like, there we go.
Game
now we
on.
have a reason.
I know.
Well, good for him. I hope he was hungry.
What a bastard. Okay.
Yeah.
So then we got Victor Fruger, the last person to be executed in Iowa.
Yeah.
He was charged with murder after abducting and killing a doctor. For his last meal, he requested a single olive with a pit. This is
with
just
a pit?
so the pit would grow into an olive tree inside him, which ironically meant a symbol of peace.
How was he killed? Does it say?
No. That'd be interesting. Yeah.
Wow, so an olive tree would grow inside. I mean, the symbolism is... Okay.
Okay, Carla Faye Tucker.
Wouldn't it be great if he had choked on the pit? That's how we would...
That's awesome. Oh.
All right, go ahead.
A born-again Christian married to a minister. She was charged with 2 counts of murder after killing 2 men with a pickaxe.
Oh.
So she actually was very, she said there was a sexual thrill with this kill. She said every time the pickaxe made contact, she would have an orgasm. She was a bit odd. For her last meal, she picked a slice of peach, a salad, and a banana.
A slice of peach?
Yep.
Not the whole peach?
Yep.
What about the other inmates?
Nope, I'm sorry. A salad, a peach, and a banana.
A salad, a peach, and a banana.
Yep.
Well, you gotta watch your weight when you're going
exactly.
to that. Although a really good salad smothered in blue cheese.
Ooh, that would be good. It's like the Seinfeld. Did you watch Seinfeld?
No.
It's like a big salad. I know. You've watched 2 movies in the last 2 days, though, so I'm proud of you.
I know. Woo!
I know. So, yeah, a salad. I'm like,
okay.
Yeah. I mean, if it was like a big 54th Street salad with like chicken and ranch and Cobb, like...
Blueberries, strawberries.
Yes.
Almonds.
Sunflower seeds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I can do that. Okay. David Edwin Mason was charged with 4 counts of murder after robbing, beating, and strangling 4 elderly people. Again.
Leave him alone.
He also later killed another prisoner while waiting death sentence. For his last meal, he requested a glass of ice water.
I do love a really good glass of ice water.
It would be really good. Speaking of, hydrate.
Hydration break.
Charles Starkweather and his girlfriend Carol Ann Fugit went on a crime spree that captivated a nation. By the time they were done, 11 people were dead, including her parents.
Oh.
Once caught, Carol Ann would claim that she was captive, but Starkweather maintained that she was also guilty and a participant. So Charles was given the death penalty. She was given life in prison. And he requested a last meal of cold cuts before strapping into the electric chair.
No, I couldn't. No.
No, I'm not a cold cut fan at all. All right. H.H. Holmes. We don't love H.H. Holmes, but we know H.H. Holmes for his Hotel of Horror, that type of thing. He final meal of boiled eggs, toast, and coffee.
we're back to the toast.
Yeah.
Toast is good.
Yeah.
But boiled eggs would not be on my top list. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad because that's what he deserves. He deserves a bland, dull meal.
Yeah. Frederick Heinrich Karl Harman, or Fritz, became known as the Butcher of Hanover after he sexually assaulted, murdered, and mutilated at least 24 boys and young men in Germany in the wake of World War I. He was not told about his execution till the day before. So, but I mean, part of it would be like, I'd be like, every day you're counting down, every day. Another like,
that's true.
You know, I'd be like giving it to him. I mean, just to be bad. So he, in lieu of his last meal, he was granted an expensive cigar and a cup of Brazilian coffee.
Okay.
I know.
I mean, I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah.
Either. Okay.
Yeah. Peter Curtin was nicknamed the Vampire of Dusseldorf for a series of gruesome murders committed in the German city in 1929.
Okay.
I just realized that we're really close to 2029.
This was almost 100 years ago.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
Before his scheduled execution by guillotine, he was granted a last meal of Wiener Schnitzel. I spit when I said that. Fried potatoes.
I don't think you can say it without spitting.
Fried potatoes and a bottle of white wine. He asked for seconds, and his request was granted.
No.
No.
So he had Wiener Schnitzels in Dusseldorf.
Wiener Schnitzels in Dusseldorf.
Okay.
Scotty Morrow was executed by lethal injection May 2nd, 29 in Georgia for the murders of his ex-partner Barbara Ann Young and her friend Tanya Rochelle Woods. He requested a huge last meal of a hamburger with mayonnaise, 2 chicken and waffle meals, a pint of butter pecan ice cream, a bag of buttered popcorn, 2 all beef franks, a large lemonade. And then I made a mistake and it says, and the Georgia Department of Corrections.
Just serve them all up.
Okay, so.
Actually, that sounds pretty good too.
Yeah, it does. I mean, I could do a bag of buttered popcorn. It would actually have to be air popped. I love air pop.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
Do you not like air popcorn?
I mean, if it's that or butter popcorn.
But you could put butter on the airport pop. I can't even say it. Air popcorn.
But then it's butter popcorn.
Yeah. So just air popped.
Okay.
Joe Artie, who was a mentally disabled. And this is a sad one. He was mentally disabled with an IQ in the 40s and was actually falsely accused and convicted of the rape and murder of a 15-year-old schoolgirl.
Oh.
It was not. He was executed in the gas chamber in 1939, and then he was finally, in 72 years later, they realized he was innocent. His last meal was requested as he just requested ice cream to eat.
Oh.
I know.
But again with the ice cream.
I know. Marjorie Velma Barfield, first woman to be executed by lethal injection in 1984 after admitting to murdering several people using arsenic rat poisoning. She'd pretend to nurse them back to health, and then, that didn't work out. During her time in prison, she became
arsenic doesn't really help you get better.
Became a devout Christian, and her final meal was rather unusual: a bag of cheese doodles and a 12-ounce can of Coke.
Cheese doodles. When's the last time you heard about cheese doodles?
I don't know. Oh my gosh. I'd be like, just give me Cheetos.
Yeah.
The crunchy kind. Actually, either kind would work.
Not even the off. I don't want the off-brand. I want the Cheetos.
Yeah. I want...
Not the doodles.
Yeah. No doodles.
But I don't know. Asking for the doodles to hear the other people talk about doodles.
Can you imagine? Okay, what's your last meal? Cheese doodles and a Coke.
I'm sorry, did you say doodles?
Yes, doodles.
All these men having to say, she wants doodles.
Phil Workman murdered a police officer following a robbery of a Wendy's. His last meal is one of the most bizarre.
That's saying a lot.
A large vegetarian pizza. He wanted a large vegetarian pizza given to a homeless person in Nashville. He declined his own meal. In lieu of that, the prison decided that they weren't going to do that, but instead there were numerous people across all of Tennessee that went to go in and did that. So they got a vegetarian pizza and they gave it to a homeless person.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's kind of nice. I mean, it's nice.
I mean, it is, but then you're kind of doing it in honor of him.
Yeah, and that's kind of weird.
It is, but people got fed, so that's a tough one.
Yeah,
okay, that one is weird.
Yeah. Gerald Mitchell was executed in 2001 for the murder of two 18-year-old boys. At the time of the crime, he himself was just 17 years old.
Oh, wow.
For his last meal, he simply asked for a packet of assorted Jolly Ranchers.
You just sit there and suck on Jolly Ranchers for a couple hours?
It's better than Pop Rocks.
Well, yeah, but still.
Yeah.
Oh.
That makes me sad. That's a sad last meal.
That sounds like a young child.
That sounds like a low IQ. It sounds like the kid who wanted ice cream.
Yeah. Does it say how old he was when he was executed?
No. Okay.
Because to me that almost sounds like he went in young and then just stayed young.
And that could be. Barton K. Kirkham murdered two clerks during a robbery of a grocery store. He asked the prison warden for pizza and ice cream because you get cheese, meat, and everything else in one meal. He's not wrong.
I mean, it's efficient for your last meal. Efficiency is key.
This guy, do you remember the show Dobie Gillis? Or was it a show, Dobie Gillis? There was something, because, my parents were, again, extremely strict, so I watched a lot of Nick at Night. Uh-huh. So this is Dobie Gillis Williams. He was executed in 1999 after he was convicted of entering a woman's house and murdering her. He wanted a sugar rush for his last meal, and he achieved it by eating ice cream and 12 chocolate bars.
Ew.
I'd be like sticky sweet.
After, I think you'd get to the point where it wasn't even good anymore.
Yeah, I think you would too. I mean, that's a lot of chocolate. Usually, like one chocolate bar, I'm like a savior.
You're already regretting that.
Yeah, it's a bad decision. All right, and the final one on this list. Peter Minnell was a professional criminal who was convicted of murdering another man by beating and stabbing him to death. He asked for 20 beef tacos, 20 beef enchiladas, 2 double cheeseburgers, a jalapeno pizza, fried chicken, spaghetti, fruitcake, half a chocolate cake, half a vanilla cake, cookies, ice cream, caramel, cookies and cream and caramel, pecan fudge ice cream.
Oh, that sounds good too.
And 2 glasses of orange juice.
Why end it on orange juice?
I don't know.
If you're having all of that food, and orange juice does not go with any of that.
No. So,
but that actually sounds like a really good.
Yeah, I think it'd be. I mean, the tacos and the enchiladas.
Mm-hmm.
And the 20.
Was he betting on the facts that I gotta eat 40 of these 20 tacos, 20 enchiladas? I'll see you guys next week.
I'll be a little gassy.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a lot.
And the jalapeno pizza followed by a glass of orange juice.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
But I do think pizza would be on there for me.
Yes.
Spaghetti.
Yeah. I do the grilled cheese and cottage cheese and tomatoes with nature seasoning. It's my favorite.
Really?
I love that.
Okay. I don't know that I could do that. I like cottage cheese, but not enough for a last meal.
Yeah. It would just be like a little sample. I think that's the thing. I'd be like, I want a sampling.
I want to go to a buffet. That's what I want to do.
Okay. Can we go to Golden Corral?
You come in. That.
You come in, you're like handcuffed, you have chains on your feet. Excuse me, ma'am. Using those tongs.
Could you touch the tongs, or would you just
Somebody would have to get the food for you, I think.
Probably. I think I'd do Golden Corral. That would be my last meal.
That's awesome.
Just get me one of everything at Golden Corral.
That works. And it would be cheaper than, it really would be cost effective.
And that's what we're worried about when...
it's our tax dollars paying for it. I can't even buy steak. Why am I buying the eggs?
Yeah, we can't even afford the eggs now. The guy who wanted H.H. Holmes wanted the boiled eggs. Now we'd be like, we'll give you lobster tail, but the eggs are too high right now.
No on the eggs. That's awesome.
Thank you for that. That was a fun way to
open the season. Yeah, I had a couple murders that I was thinking about doing. I was thinking about doing the I Hate Mondays. The girl that shot up the school.
Oh, yeah.
There were some that I was thinking, I'm like, for the first one, we just need to be fun. Fun and fancy free.
That was it. There we go.
That's it. So that's what we got for you.
All right.
Welcome us back. We're back.
We're back.
Season 3.
We'll be back next week.
Yes. with another one.
Yes, it's going to be good.
Yeah, it will be good.
And we'll be wearing the exact same outfits.
Yes. Yep, with our emotional support water bottles and everything.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Bye, guys. Have a good one.